Hey, welcome in everybody. Hey, it's KGB from the C Sports Network, your home to your streaming outlaws. Here we are, back in Atlanta for a 3-game series with the New York Mets. First pitch is scheduled for 7:20 p.m. Eastern, 6:20 p.m. Central. Sit back, enjoy your time, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, let's get going on in here. Appreciate everybody stopping in. We're gonna get ourselves over here on down to Truist Park here. What's up, everybody? KGV from the C Sports Network. Welcome, Outlaws. Another stream ahead of us, baby. That's right. Let's hope our Braves come in here throwing hot bats like they had the other night. Bryce Elder pitching tonight with a 3-0 record. So let's see if Mr. Elder can get us ahead in the game and let our bullpen close out. I'll tell you, our bullpen played pretty damn good come last game. Probably the best I've seen them play. We do have a 3-game lead over Miami right now in the division, so every one of these games is crucial. We definitely want to see us hit that sweep, and the sweep starts here, game 1. How you doing, Kenneth? Welcome in. Okay, let me check something here. I'll get everything up and rolling for you guys here in a second. I will leave the field up for right now. Hopefully I don't have to use. Find out here in a second. That still doesn't got it up. All right. All right. Well, looks like both broadcasts are doing it. We don't have like the lineup and the statistics up yet, so but that's all right. Those are minuscule things needed. So let's get this set up. We should be at first pitch, but they're not quite pitching yet. I believe it right here. So welcome in everybody. Appreciate everybody stopping by for sure. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of music going again in the background while we wait. I'll try this one. There you go. Something a little more pick me up. Welcome in, Jameson. Appreciate you stopping by. All right. Not a problem, brother. Sleep well. Go for a 6:20 p.m. East Central Time pitch. Oh, are they? Rain delay, huh? Son of a gun. Yep, weather delay. Well, we'll stay here. We'll figure out what's going on. we go. We'll get up a weather delay. So I see Sorko, the youngster they just brought back up. They've auctioned him back down to Gwinnett. And I believe I see they put Max Fried. They put him back on the 60-day IR. Hey, buddy. Just handed out. What'd you hand out? Yeah, I seen that. I wasn't sure who he was, Jacob DeGrom. I seen it popped up as breaking news there on my MLB app. Hey, Mav, you want to check the radar? Looks like we're under rain delay. You know, for them to have us under rain delay, it must be raining pretty hard, too, so. Hey, how you doing, Jack? What's up? No ETA as of right now. Let me check Twitter. We're under rain delay. Yes, sir. Minutes ago, they said the start of tonight's game will be delayed due to weather. We will pass along updates as soon as we have them. So, really, honestly, no telling when. This was also posted today, 9 hours ago. The Braves today recalled right-handed pitcher Rodri Munoz to Atlanta and outrighted LA left-handed pitcher Lucas Latigue to AAA Gwinnett. Additionally, right-handed pitcher Michael Tonkin tonight begins a rehabilitation assignment with the Stripers. There's some more news for you about the Braves. I would say pretty strange. I don't see their current tweet now. Oh, here it is. There it's showing up. Let's get a retweet of that out there for everybody. Closed up. Yeah, I seen they picked somebody up from another team for sure. I just didn't remember who it was. Let's hope it's not a super long rain delay, but I mean, if it's delayed, it's delayed. As I said, it must be raining pretty hard there in Atlanta. Maverick's a couple hours from home, but I asked him to go ahead and check the radar. I don't know if he heard me. Okay. That's good then. That's definitely good. Maverick says the rain should be ending soon. There isn't much behind it, and the storms are heading southeast away from Truist Park. So, hopefully we won't have much more than maybe a half-hour rain delay, 45 minutes. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, I wasn't able to keep up with the chat. I was actually clicking on a few things myself, checking out Twitter and whatnot. I think something I want to add into the top there is maybe a couple animated flashing red lights or something. So when there's an important message like the weather delay, it catches the person's attention a little bit quicker. So I see, I believe it was the Cubbies. The Chicago Cubs coach got thrown out today. Or, excuse me, yesterday, I think. Yesterday. Bad calls. Umpires, bad calls. And they don't got thick enough skin to take, a coach chewing their ass because they've made such a bad call. So they end up throwing them out. Typical. After tonight's broadcast, I'll be sure to get a video up on that highlight of the coach being thrown out. Even though there's not a lot, it wasn't super exciting, but hey, you got to see him come out there and tell the ref off. And boy, was he letting him have it. Welcome in, guys. If you're just stopping in, hey, we are under weather delay, everybody. We are currently under weather delay. Well, thank you there very much, Maverick. Got some of the best mods in the business here, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, young men and ladies. Matter of fact, for some of those regulars, I know Kenneth has already spoke up, and he's a mod for us here, but I am looking for more mods from a lot of you guys that are guys and gals that frequent the stream. If that's something you'd be interested in, be sure to hit me up. You can find me on my Discord every day. Come hit me up and talk to me about it. So I've been looking into getting a box of cards to open up. It seems one of our youngster friends that popped in the stream recently, it told me about some Topps cards, but when I looked them up, those were only available for football cards. So I plan on picking up a couple boxes of those for this upcoming football season to open up on stream. But I got to looking in for some MLB, Topps MLB cards. And it looks like, is it called the Super Pack or something? They want about $60 for a unopened box. So we'll see what can happen, and maybe we'll be able to pick up a box and open them up on stream, and be great to get an awesome Braves card and send Mr. Maverick, and when he goes to a Truist game this season, maybe get somebody to sign that card. That'd be pretty cool. Speaking of playing cards, guys and gals, there's a look at some of the new cards coming along. Got that one. I only got a few made thus far, but they are coming along. See, I know I had a few more here made. I'll set up a stream one of these nights for the stream. I'll be sure that I get them all in there and be able to show you some. I'm not sure where I stuck Mavericks, otherwise I'd give you a look-see at Mavs. He's got the same style. It's just, it says Maverick Sports, and they'll be customizable. As I said, once the website goes live, hopefully here in the next 25-35 days, the website will be live and ready to take in people registering. Won't be any charge to come and register to the website and become a member. There'll be different clubs that you can join, and one of them will be that if you're in that club, you'll have the opportunity to send me a personalized picture of yourself, and I will make you a personal card, a C Sports Network baseball card like this or so, as part of the Outlaw Club, baby. So definitely, if you're interested in that, be sure to keep your eyes open. Like I said, website's probably about 25-35 days out from launch. It's finding the time just to get it in and do something with it. I know you guys can check out the community page for June's calendar. I might actually, as the post says, it's subject to change, because me streaming is all contingent on internet access. Even if I have internet, it's gotta be able to, I gotta have so much bandwidth to be able to do it. And sometimes, like, I had to cut a stream short, probably 10 games ago or better, because the internet wouldn't come around. It was bottomed out, and about 20 minutes after I cut the stream, I actually lost internet for 2 hours, so it happens. Yes, I did. Got some elevator music going tonight, guys and gals. Love it. Well, let's certainly hope they get to letting us know what's going on here momentarily. Mav says it looks like the storms are clearing out, so we'll have to see how long that takes. That was just 28 minutes ago, so again, if you guys are just joining us, we are currently under weather delay. So we're just sitting here hanging back, listening to some music, chatting in the channel. Hey, how you doing, Jeremy? Welcome in. We're just sitting here relaxing, having a good time. Another thing, guys, that I am working on is getting mini games for the chat to be able to do. I am working on getting those in. There's a lot of new plugins I'd like to get running. ETA on that, there is no definitive ETA, but hopefully within the next 10 to 15 days. Again, it's learning the plug-in, putting it in, just finding the time to squeeze everything in with, streaming every day. And I'll tell you what'll be nice is once I'm done with, because basically I'm making graphics for every team. That is 30 teams that I'm making graphics for one reason or another, for things that I'll do with my streams. So doing that, not to mention, streaming every day, it gets a little rough. But like I was saying, the good thing, once it gets done and they're made, you don't have to worry about it again. So, if anybody has anything you'd like to ask or like to get your input in about, be sure to hit that chat. Get your votes in, everybody. Hopefully we will have a game. It looks like we will. Maverick said he looked at the radar and the storms are moving southeast, I think he said, away from Truist Park, so there's nothing coming in behind it. So we should see something yet tonight. I wouldn't think they're going to reschedule. Hey, wasn't it the last time the Mets came to town? Did we not? Did we play the Mets at home already? Because we had, or was it there that? No, it was, we were there playing the Mets at their home, and we had like 2 rain games that were delayed or actually rescheduled. 2 or 3 actually. That's cool. Mav says he has his radar on loop, so he'll keep us updated about what's going on with the rain delay. You know what? Hey, Mav, send me a text. Send me a text of a link that you're looking at the radar. I'll just go ahead and I'll add the radar into the screen here, and we can keep a live view on the radar. If you want to do that. I thought so. So it's like, it's just something about the Mets playing the Braves. Same thing, if you would, please. All right, you set that? All right, check it out. Now, did you do that on just? Did you text it or did you send it through Discord? Huh. Yeah, it still hasn't come through, my friend. Hey, if you want to, just go ahead and post the link to the... Post it out here in the chat, and then you can just remove it after you post it, once I get it. Because obviously, I don't know what's going on with the phones. I don't know why it wouldn't have come through. Again, if you guys are just joining us, we are currently on weather delay. All right. Now you said there's a way to loop this in there. See about taking it to studio mode. All right. Oh, now it's going to want to act up. All right. Sorry about that. Now, there you go. That should work. Evidently, there's time lapse. Our time will come up. It'll show the weather coming in. All right. Sorry if I couldn't answer any questions. If you guys are talking to me, yeah, I did that at the bottom. Yeah. You want to go ahead and remove your weather link there. We are still under weather delay, everybody. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Now, can we find Truist Park here? Yes, that's something I'll have to learn. I'll have to learn where that's at exactly. Marletta, Georgia. All right, let me see if I can see that. Oh, Marietta. Okay. There we go. We'll leave it like that. Thank you for that, Mav. You're like, down there, bro, down there. That doesn't tell me nothing. Yeah, you said Marietta. That's where I'm at now. I just haven't scrolled in, like all the way in. I'm sure right, this little thing up here, that should show it. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but 285 and 75. I see it. I sees it. We might be under delay for a little bit. We'll scroll back out like that. There we go. We'll leave it on that one. I think that's probably going to be the best. Thank you for joining us, guys. If you're just coming in, we're still under weather delay. Gonna go check Twitter, see if they've given us an update of anything. No update, guys. Gals, no update as of yet. Yeah, thank you much. So Hello everybody, all we're doing, we're sitting here enjoying some music, some relaxing chat in the channel, so hey, don't be shy, get your, throw your opinions out there. Anything sports related you'd like to talk about? Let's hear it. You got any breaking news from teams around the league? Let us know. Just remember, we don't deal with drama, we don't deal with none of that toxic behavior type stuff. There's just no place in our chat for that. We're a very family friendly chat. So yeah, come join it. Hey, thank you everybody for all the likes, guys. We are 1 like away from our 10 like goal already. That's awesome. We haven't even got underway yet. That is certainly awesome, everybody. Well, we can go through some of the scores from around the league. Currently in the bottom of the 6th, we have Tampa Bay leading Minnesota Twins 5-0. We got in the bottom of the 5th, we got Philadelphia leading the Detroit Tigers 1-0. In the top of the 6th, Miami is currently leading Kansas City 5-0. In the bottom of the 3rd, we have the Washington Nationals over the Arizona Diamondbacks 4-1. Bottom of the 3rd, we have Oakland currently leading Pittsburgh 2-1. In the bottom of the 4th, we have the Chicago White Sox currently leading the New York Yankees 1-0. In the top of the 4th, you got the Toronto Blue Jays ahead of the Houston Astros 2-1. In the top of the 4th, we got Cleveland, who's got a lead on Boston 2-0. Top of the 3rd, we got Cincinnati and the Los Angeles Dodgers tied at 3. Bottom of the 1st, Milwaukee currently leading Baltimore 2-0. Looks like we got St. Louis and Texas warming up for their game. And I don't think we have any finished games because they were all late games today, guys. Or late afternoon anyways. We'll have to see if we get a game going tonight. I'm sure we will. The radar doesn't look terrible. Alright guys, with that said, hey, I'm going to take a small break off the camera and off the mic. I'll continue playing the music and I'll jump back on just as soon as I hear some more news.
It says some nice words on the community page. I definitely want to say thank you. But I wanted to bring you guys a short video. It just came down over the Major League airwaves that Jacob deGrom, that signed the 5-year, $185 million deal with the Texas Rangers, he is going to be out for the next 2 seasons. He has a torn UCL in his right elbow. So the last 2 or 3 games that he was pulled out for right shoulder stiffness, forearm stiffness, Jacob deGrom goes down.
Welcome back in, everybody. Looks like there's not too much yet for an update. Checking the old Twitter sphere again. Okay, still no. Okay, tonight's first pitch will be at approximately 9 p.m. Now, I would think they're probably talking 9 p.m. Eastern, so 8 p.m. Central. So, with that, that is in a whole nother 45 minutes. Just getting some adjustments here. Getting added in when the first pitch should be. No, that's not how it's supposed to be. Oh, for the life of me, for the life of me. As you guys might tell, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist to try to be. There we go. That's the way it should be. Again, sorry I couldn't see your chat if you're chatting. Kind of wish they would have verified that, you know, whether it was, I wouldn't think it'd be 10 o'clock or, you know, Eastern. So when they say 9 p.m., I would assume that's Eastern. Should be 8 Central. Alright, everybody. I'm actually going to close the mic off. I'm going to shut the cam. I'm actually going to go out in the kitchen. I'm going to make a sandwich while we sit here and wait. Hey, I put off eating dinner to start streaming. It looks like we are still going to be under weather delay for another 40 minutes, 39 minutes. So I'll be back on another 10-15 minutes from now. So sit back, enjoy the music, and we'll get to the game just as soon as the weather delay clears up. See you here in a few. on his back. I got to put my cap on. Tell you what I am gonna do. I'll shut that light off out of my eyes. We'll go with this. I know it kind of glitches out a little bit, guys. Sorry. Reading some people's Twitter messages when they announced that they'd start at 9 p.m. It was funny. You gotta see all these pictures. All the pictures of people, they say that there's been no rain. Ethan, give you a shout out, Mr. Ethan, over there on Twitter. I don't know who you are. Just randomly come across your post. That's Ethan Ryan 15. That is at Ethan Ryan 15. He tweeted, the game was delayed despite there being no rain, and the start time was pushed back an hour and 40 minutes to when rain is actually forecasted. That's a bit frustrating, he says. And yeah, like tons of other people's pictures, man. They were even spraying down the field. They got rain delayed and they're spraying the field. What the heck? They're watering the field right now, even though they're under rain delay. That is particularly crazy. That's crazy. They're out there spraying the field when they're under weather delay. What the hell? Can you believe that? Oh. Looks like our map session expired. 1 second here. we can still see it clear back out here. Yeah, we'll try that. Try it with that. You can still see where Truist Park is. Welcome in, everybody. Still under rain delay. Even though if you go to Twitter, there's some pissed off fans happening right now because they're all putting out pictures that show. I mean, it's not clear skies, but it's definitely not raining there. They've said they've had no rain, and there's video taken of the Braves field staff out there watering the field. They're spraying water on it. I mean, what the hell? You're delayed for rain. Oh, that's that's some craziness. Oh. Yeah, we'll follow Truist Park as well. Some updates here, guys and gals. Maybe you've heard this news, maybe you haven't. June 5th, it was posted by the Atlanta Braves that on June 5th they claimed infielder Lucas Williams off of waivers from the Los Angeles Dodgers and optioned him to Triple-A Gwinnett. To make room on the 40-man roster, Atlanta transferred left-handed pitcher Max Fried to the 60-day injured list. The club today also optioned right-handed pitcher Michael Soroka to the Stripers, guys and gals. I know we touched base a little bit earlier about some of that stuff. We are about 25 minutes out from first pitch. Again, we're 25 minutes or so, roughly about 25 minutes from first pitch. Again, head on over to Twitter, guys, and check it out. Click on their post. Click on the post that they said that it'd be starting at approximately 9 p.m. and go ahead and look at some of them. People are not too happy. Sorry guys, I hadn't had the chat up here for a little bit. My apologies. Sorry about that, Kenneth. I missed what you had said here. Thank you, Kenneth. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everybody. We have definitely reached that 10 like goal. You guys are awesome already. We haven't even gotten into tonight's game yet. Enjoying a nice big glass of cold iced tea tonight. Oh, look at that. What the heck? Oh, they're saying a no-hitter. They're calling it a no-hitter, but it's only in the bottom of the sixth. Evidently, on the news feed for the games and the scores, on the MLB app here, it shows that there's a no-hitter going on in the bottom of the sixth for the Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees. The White Sox are currently ahead 3-0. Matter of fact, we might as well go ahead and go through all the scores and highlights, or not highlights, but scores today. So in the bottom of the eighth, we have Tampa Bay leading Minnesota 7-0. Tampa Bay still on fire. They are playing phenomenal baseball this season. Wow. Top of the eighth, we got Philly still over Detroit 1-0. Bottom of the eighth, Miami leading Kansas City 6-1. Top of the fifth, we have Arizona, who's made a comeback to take the lead over Washington 6-4. We have in the bottom of the fifth, Oakland and Pittsburgh now tied at 2. As I was saying just a few minutes ago, top of the seventh, Chicago White Sox 3, New York Yankees 0. We have in the bottom of the sixth, Toronto Blue Jays leading Houston 3-1. Cleveland over top of Boston 2-0 in the top of the sixth. Bottom of the fourth, we have Cincinnati the Dodgers over big 8-3 so far over Cincinnati. Baltimore and Milwaukee tied at 2 in the top of the third. St. Louis over Texas 2-1 in the bottom of the second. We have San Francisco and Colorado warming up. We don't have any finished games as of yet. Those are your current scores from around the league. Remember, guys and gals, we are about 20 minutes away from first pitch. 20 minutes away from first pitch. Hey, if you're new into the channel and you've not done so already, please hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Currently have a 400 subscribe goal for the month of May, or the month of June. Month of June, we have a 400 subscribe goal. We're currently at 377 subs. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to do so. I certainly wouldn't hold it against you. Like to get this out there, give a shout out to CeeLo on the go with CeeLo. He was scheduled to stream tonight's game as well, so I'm not sure. After I went live, I haven't went over and looked. He's probably still waiting on the rain delay as we are. But a shout out to him. Great streamer. He streams real life stuff. He goes to hockey games and NASCAR races, and he does baseball streams and all kinds of goodies. So check him out. That's On the Go with CeeLo. Just type that into your YouTube search, and you shouldn't have a bit of problem finding it. Another great streamer I'd like to bring to your attention, top right corner, my buddy Maverick from over at Maverick Sports. Great streamer. He's just been away a little bit with some personal... Oh, my apologies. I have to turn the radar off. There you go, top right corner of your screen. That's youtube.com/@_Maverick Sports. Another great streamer. Does NASCAR, football, baseball. Has done basketball shorts. All kinds of things, guys. So if you like what you see here, you're definitely going to like what you see over there. We are definitely getting ready to be underway. I do see that the statistics are now up and working for the interactive. Again, we are about 18 minutes from first pitch. 18 minutes from first pitch. Gonna go ahead and turn the weather radar back on.
I knew.
I seem to have lost my spot. There we go. There's Truist Park for you again. Oh, has he even started his stream, Kenneth? Something else, guys. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter or Twitch or any of those, be sure to check out the video description. You can get all links to all my social medias, my TikTok and all. I do have intentions to become more active within TikTok and other places. So if those are social media platforms that you frequent and you'd like to follow me, feel free to head on over to the channel or the video description and check them out. you're just joining us, we are about 14 minutes from first pitch, 14 minutes. We were under weather delay for the last hour and 40, well, when the first pitch happens, it'll be the last hour and 40 minutes. So about the last hour and 25 minutes right now, we've been under rain delay. Hey, thank you for all the likes, guys. We're already at 11 likes, so you know what? We might as well set that like goal to 20 likes. Absolutely set that like goal to 20 likes tonight. And this is what, there hasn't been all too many. I think I've been a part of 2 streams where I started the stream. This is the second where I started the stream and we're under weather delay. So we just got some relaxing music heading and playing and having nice, calm chat conversations here in the chat. Which reminds me, guys and gals, be sure. Come join the chat. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. We're a very family-friendly chat. We don't like any drama. No poisonous talk. Leave all that drama crap behind. And other than that, you want to talk sports? We can talk sports. You got questions, suggestions, you want to get your 2 cents in about something as long as you're respectful. I invite you to come join the chat and take part of the activity. Hey, also, be sure to head on over to the community page on the channel. Not only do I have a vote here, I not only have a vote here in the chat, but there's a vote system over on the community page that you can get your votes in as well. And there's gonna be something to do with that as well. Tonight starts tonight, guys. Hey, we're looking for that golden broom. So the sweep begins tonight with game 1. Now let me explain something. If we are right, if the community is right in the chat vote for who wins the game, if who the community voted wins every game of the series, then the first game of the series of the following series, first game of the following series, I will hand out random gifts out to the chat. Giveaways. No strings attached. From me to you, because I like to give back to the community that's given to me. You don't have to vote. You don't even have to vote. The only thing that you're required to do is at some point, because we haven't done it yet. We haven't made it yet. At least not since I started doing this little activity. We haven't had a sweep. But, so I don't know if it'll be during the 7th inning stretch or exactly when we'll do it. But at some point during the first game of the following series, I will do some random giveaways. So yeah, just a little incentive to help keep everybody busy and active. Okay, I need to step away from microphone and camera for just a few minutes. We are 9 minutes away from first pitch. 9 minutes away from first pitch. Yeah. I see what I need to do with that. I need to tell it to go 100. All right, we'll start with another track here. All right. With that said, I'll be back here in just a few minutes. Remember, we are 8 minutes from first pitch. I'll see you here very soon. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Well, here we go, guys. We have some happenings happening. Let's go ahead and get some of this shut down here.
And we are ready for baseball. Game 1 of the series, the Atlanta Braves and the
Here they come, baby!
at Truist
Atlanta
Park.
Braves heading on the field.
Tom Glab and Jeff Francoeur, Kelly Kroll back with you after the delay and ready to bring you some baseball. Let's take a peek at the lineup for the New York Mets, presented by your local Toyota dealers. Nimmo will lead it off. The home run leader.
All right, so here we begin, baby.
Pete Alonso with 21
A three-game series here with the Mets coming to Atlanta.
Bryce Elder, who, as we talked about in the
That
open,
golden
has
broom
been
starts
so solid
tonight.
all
The
season
sweep
long.
starts tonight with game 1. Let's see if we can do it. Boy, I want to give away some gifts, baby. Want to give away. We need that golden broom.
7 1/3, 5 hits, a run, 5 strikeouts, but a no decision in that game.
And let's get tonight's 4 keys. What do we have?
Well, for Bryce Elder, work ahead. This is a Mets team that likes to take a lot of pitches, foul, and work the hitter, get ahead, and force them.
Yeah, Kenneth and Jeremy, yeah, I know it.
On Sunday,
Hour and 40-minute rain delay when they said it wasn't even raining. Dude, there was Twitter video out there that showed the grounds crew watering the field.
It has turned out to be a beautiful night. Weather in the area, so they had the tarp out, but it never actually rained, and then they declared a 9 p.m. first pitch, and here we go. We are set and ready for baseball.
Field looks great.
That's crazy. They're talking about how beautiful a night it is. I tell you, that would suck for the ones that have to work real early, and now this game's going to get over way later.
Through the delay, and off we go. And the first
Strike one for pitch number 1, Mr. Elder.
And a strike.
First pitch at 9 p.m. The game time temperature is 74 degrees. 74 at 9 o'clock.
And the Braves come in here with a 3-game lead.
74 degrees at 9 o'clock.
5.5 game lead over these New York Mets.
Cheating, huh?
Elder's 0-2. Struck him out on 3 pitches. Well, you sit
yes,
for a couple of
I know, right?
He comes out sharp as nails.
20-light goal, guys. We're trying to set a 20-light goal for 4 streams in a row. We got a nice start tonight. We have 11 likes already, so if you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Kenneth, for bringing that up. Ooh, strike 2. Nice start for Elder so far. Now, wait a minute. He's pitched. That's going to be a ball, but where's his second strike? Jackass.
The last start against Oakland. 7 1/3. Another solid outing, and that ERA, now sitting below 2, is the best in Major League Baseball for any.
How could you be a 2-1? He didn't foul anything off.
Beginning to 2023 for Bryce Elder.
And to think he started the year in AAA.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're showing 3 pitches, but it says he's pitched. This is his 7th pitch.
Yeah, the
3-1 the count. It should be 3-2.
Was early in the year after Bryce called up. Bryce is called up on April 4th.
Okay, I'm confused. Here we go.
3-1 pitch. Just misses outside.
Ball 4.
Lindor will earn a 1-out walk.
Oh, okay, they did get 1 out. Okay, I didn't see the strikeout evidently.
It's a Mets team that has been struggling a little bit. They're 14-17 since.
I must have been paying attention to the chat.
Rain-soaked at the end of April and on May 1st. But Jeff, we talked about it up there. It's still a lineup that is very talented and very pesky and hard to get outs on.
Here comes pitch 1.
Yeah, and they're starting to
foul ball.
Hit for a little bit more power, although they had a tough, weekend. I'll tell you what, the Blue Jays do a pretty good job against the NL East.
Yeah.
As they swept them up at Citi Field.
Yep. And of course swept the Braves up in Toronto. Third game of that series was a real heartbreaker when the Blue Jays got a walk-off victory in the 9th.
0-2 the count. 1 out, runner on first.
Here's Jeff McNeil, who had a great April.
McNeil with a 282 average, 2 home runs, 17 RBIs with a 709 OPS.
A little bit of a dip since, but he's had a lot of success against the Braves in his career.
That's going to be up to center.
Harris is back.
Harris is under it. He has it.
And on the edge of the track, will take it for the second out.
Second out. The runner will return to first. How about
if you're the Mets too, guys, a little bit.
how about Mr. Acuña Jr.'s 2 steals in the last outing that the Braves were 26 steals he has on the season, everybody. 26 steals already.
Like you said, the Marlins are in second place.
Yep. Yeah, 3 games back. Here's Pete Alonso, home run leader with 21 of them across Major League Baseball.
Ball 1.
And I think that's the thing. A lot of people look at the last few weeks for the Braves and say, well, the baseball's been around 500, and at times the run support hasn't been there, and that's true. But still, you look up at 35 and 24, and starting this next stretch, you got to feel pretty good.
Well, I mean, look, you're going to go through stretches. I don't care how good you are where things don't go your way, or at least don't go as easily for you. Braves certainly in one of those stretches right now. But
strike. There we go. 1-1 the count.
There's anybody looks at this club.
We got Pete Alonso at the bat. He has a 231 average on the season, 21 home runs, 47 RBIs, and an 8.62 OPS. 21 homers.
Mets are starting getting healthy. There are 3 horses going in this series.
Ball 2.
Or 2 of their horses.
Those are some good batting numbers there.
Pitching matchups
That's
in the
Pete
series
Alonso for the
just
New York
sensational.
Mets.
With the Mets throwing Carrasco tonight, and then Scherzer and Verlander over the next 2. And the Braves with Elder, Morton, and Strider lined up. Elder's 2-1 is high, 3 balls and a strike.
3-1 count. No. The first guy that got on was walked on. Yeah. I'm catching up to it. There you go, baby. 3-2 the count.
Corner, and the count runs full. Crowd had to wait a couple extra hours to let themselves loose.
I was going to say, they're juiced up.
Batter takes a timeout.
And Alonso calls time.
It's one of those situations where you get a little, I guess, cat and mouse game in your own mind as a pitcher. Obviously, that slider.
Hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. If you're just joining us, we're in the top of the first. 2 outs, runner on first, 3-2 the count.
See if he sticks with it.
We have Pete Alonso at bat. Here comes the pitch.
Fastball.
Oh, that's deep. Eddie Rosario over. Has it, baby.
And that'll do it. A walk, but nothing else.
Boom.
Bravo's coming up.
We are heading to the bottom of the first. All right, let's get this. We're going to continue with our music in between. Hey, thank you for stopping in tonight, guys. If you're just joining us, we're heading to the bottom of the first. Tie score, 0-0. The Braves will be at the bat. So how it works here in the stream is in between on breaks, I play a little background music and whatnot to keep us. That way there's no dead air or anything while we're streaming. When there's highlight plays, big highlights, I will show that. You'll see that underneath the lineup. When I go to do that, the lineup will disappear and the replay box will come in. And if you've seen the stream before, you know all about that. So we had an hour and 40-minute rain delay tonight. And then when they start, they're telling us how gorgeous the weather is. They're like, yeah, it didn't rain. They're like, but by that time, they called the 9 o'clock start time. Never rained. Matter of fact, their grounds crew was out there watering the field. How do you have a hour and 40-minute rain delay and you got your grounds crew out there watering the field? That's just Crazy. All right, looks like we are heading back to Truist Park.
Lineup from your local Toyota dealers. It looks similar. Murphy back in.
All right, so heading up to the bat is Ronald Acuña Jr. We have on deck Matt Olson, and in the hole will be Austin Riley.
And opposing that lineup is Carlos Carrasco for the New York Mets.
2-2 with a 5.7 ERA. His last 7 games been pretty good. 2-0 with a 1.42. Career versus Atlanta, 2-2 with a 4.03 ERA. Didn't pitch well to start. Last 2 have been pretty good.
All right, Ronald has a 331 average on the season, a 971 OPS. He has 12 home runs.
You know, he's kind of
changed. Do they give us his 12 home runs with 32 RBIs for the season?
Sorry, the Guardians, and when he first came over to the Mets.
0-1 the count.
Fastballs, 96, 97. Now
that first pitch he foul balled off while I was talking.
Than you've seen before.
Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss.
There you go. Getting Ronald out in front 0-2. Yeah, long time with Cleveland for Carlos.
Appreciate you guys stopping in. If you're just joining us, we're in the bottom of the first. Ronald Acuña Jr. at bat, no outs. 0-2 the count.
0-2 pitch of the Braves.
And a tie score at 0.
Is upstairs.
Yeah, to your point, Jeff.
4.23
batting average against on his fastball.
Yeah.
102 against, or I'm sorry, 083 on his changeup. So certainly got to that off-speed stuff a lot more, and it's been more effective.
All right, here's the windup. Down in the dirt.
Bounces that one in there, 2-2.
Come back and hit Ronald in the face. He did hit him hard, but yeah, it bounced in the dirt and come up and actually caught him in the chin or something. Looked like.
Still got decent velocity. I mean, 95, 96, but
2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Foul ball.
93-mile-per-hour offering fouled away. Well, all 3 of the starters in this series for New York getting up there in age. He's the 36-year-old righty getting the start tonight.
Comes the pitch down in the dirt. 3-2. We have a full boat. You know what that means. Philadelphia has beaten Detroit today, 1-0. Tampa Bay over Minnesota, 7-0. Swing and a miss for Ronald.
And Carrasco
That's
Ronald
strike 3. That's the first K for Carrasco, or Carrasco, however you pronounce his name.
Yeah, good pitch. Starts out in the zone, finishes out of the zone.
Oh, that was a heck of a pitch.
Here comes big man Matt Olson to bat.
Now he deals to Matt Olson.
Olson with a 232 batting average this season.
First pitch fouled off.
You know, a number, guys, that is pretty impressive for the Braves this year.
Matt has 17 home runs, 43 RBIs, and an 879 OPS on the season as well.
Out of the gate, but also 60 games for the Braves starters, going through the top of the lineup and only 1 home run.
And
ball 1-1 the count.
Have come from this man right here.
Down in the dirt. Ball 2.
Heels this year for the Mets, if you look at the numbers, has been their slow starts in ball games, and for the Braves, it's been the opposite. The Braves, to your point, Jeff, have started fast. We'll see if that continues to play out here in this series.
Comes the pitch.
2-2.
Foul ball. Counts even at 2. Carlos Carrasco has a 10.50 ERA in the first inning this season for the New York Mets.
Olson's
going to have a line drive out center. It's going to bounce in. That's going to be a base hit.
He was fooled trying to judge that, and it drops. It's a single for Matt Olson.
Tell you what, too, it's a good piece of hitting. Little breaking ball, and he went and got it, but no, it's lucky here. As you said, got fooled, and it's lucky because off that wet turf, sometimes it can skid.
wet turf. It didn't rain.
And now Austin Riley.
Austin Riley at bat.
First pitch the other way.
First pitch, he's going to take her up the other way. That's going to be Matt Olson running for third.
The corners.
Runners are on the corner. Austin Riley with a beautiful single up the right line, right center.
Well, great piece of
One
hit
out,
there.
runners on the corner. Bottom of the first.
This is when you know, to me,
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by.
There's no thinking involved there. He sees a pitch.
Braves is starting to warm up.
Drives it opposite field.
Yeah, had a huge hole there at second base and just got a pitch.
Heading to the plate, we have Eddie Moneyman
Like you said,
Rosario.
And now Sean Murphy with
Oh,
an
excuse me,
opportunity.
Sean Murphy. My bad. Boy, I called that one wrong. We got the
Saw
Smurf,
numbers
Sean
for
Murphy,
Carlos
heading to the plate.
Carrasco, albeit in a small sample size
A
this year.
289
He has
average,
struggled
11
in the
home
opening
runs,
frame.
38
Catcher
RBIs on the
Baez
season with a
coming out to go
or
through
a
some signs.
.937
He probably thought after he
OPS.
struck out Acuña, like, okay, I can breathe a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Runners on the corner, one out. 1-0 the count.
And Murph, a wave and a miss, 1-1. With the off day yesterday and not catching on Sunday, big break for Sean Murphy to rest those knees. Grounder to the left side.
Grounder over the left side. They're going to pull a double. They got him.
Murphy at first as well, and the Braves unable to scratch anything across. On to the second inning.
So we're heading to the second inning. Mets got stranded. Well, sorry, we left one stranded. They got the double play on us. It's all right. Murph Smurf, go get him. This game's long from over. Oh, well, thank you, CeeLo. Really appreciate that. On the go with CeeLo, guys. Check him out. Kenneth says he's giving us all a hey shout out. Appreciate that. That's right, Mr. CeeLo, compadre. I know you're doing your stream. Best of luck. Let's go Braves, right, baby? Hell yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by tonight's stream. If you're just joining us, the score is currently 0-0, and we're heading to the top of the second. When we come back, we'll see the New York Mets. It looks like they're still all a little bit behind in what they're doing, evidently. All right, here we go.
Bryce Elder hoping to carry over his early season success here into June, and there's been a lot of questions, conversations about how is he getting this done when he gives up the hard contact that he does. He doesn't get a ton of swing and miss stuff, and he told me he had a very impactful conversation with Kyle Wright at the beginning of the season, who basically told him at some point the analytics can only tell you so much of the story. You gotta believe in your stuff and the way you.
All right, so we got Bryce Elder.
Stuff. He goes, which can't
Here's his
always
first
be measured
pitch,
next
top
to
of the
anyone
second.
else's. For instance,
Strike.
slider, he hits his spots and he does it as well as anybody. Tom, does that resonate a little bit?
Listen, you can, to me,
Hey,
you can
it's
throw
a chubby
analytics out
guy.
the window when it comes to stuff like that. I mean, he's pitching
Ball
right.
one.
When balls are hit hard off him, they're generally on the ground, which big deal.
Yeah, who cares?
You know, and
Daniel
I don't
Voldback.
care
.216 average, 2 home runs, 14 RBIs, and a .671 OPS for the New York Mets this
To me,
season.
if I'm him, yeah, I don't worry
2-1
about
the
that at all. I
count,
just know I'm
no
pitching well, I'm
outs,
doing
top
the
of the
things I wanna
second,
do, and
tie
when I
score,
do get
0-0.
hits on the ground, then that's usually going to be okay.
Well, and I think another thing to
Foul ball,
piggyback on
2-2.
that, Tom, is we sit here and talk about how he pitches to contact, which he does. Still got 57 strikeouts. So to
Exactly.
me, he's getting swing and miss stuff on people.
Well,
Memo to start the game.
Again, if you dive into that whole thing that I like to talk about,
Comes the pitch.
you know, 2 strikes within 3 pitches and all that stuff, you know, he's not generally
Foul
one of those
ball.
guys
We'll
that's
do it
off the
again,
charts
2-2 the
at
count.
doing that. But what he's good at doing is when he gets 2 strikes on you, he's putting you away.
He doesn't waste time. Yeah, you're
and
right.
if he does get behind, he makes a good pitch and usually gets ground balls.
Well,
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. K number 2 on the day for Bryce Elder.
5 Met hitters.
Real good pitch there.
Always call it the comfortable 0 for 3.
Exactly, 100%.
You go up to plate, you see him, and you don't get any hits.
And now Starling Marte, the right fielder.
Here comes first pitch.
Well, you gave the
Swing,
ground
foul
ball
ball.
stat in the pregame, Tom, but Bryce is having 58%
Starling
of balls
Marte.
on opposing hitters' bats go on the ground. That ground ball rate is the highest in
.250
all
average
baseball.
on the season, a .647 OPS. He has 3 home runs. And let's see if they give his RBIs.
Well, I
That's
loved
going to
it
be
because
ball
last
1.
inning, Tom, you talked on the 3-2 pitch. Alonso, good slider.
All right, a
Likes
.250
the ball
average,
out
3
over the
home
plate,
runs,
and
17
he nailed that
RBIs,
two-seamer.
a .648 OPS.
And he's ahead here.
Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count.
You know, and that's obviously, again, we talk about it all the time, right?
That's what we need Elder to do. We need a couple.
Information is a good thing.
We need a
How are you
couple
gonna
short
use that
short
information to
innings.
make you better or make you good.
There's another strikeout. Just like he got Vogelbach, he gets Marte.
Got him swinging.
You know, and I
Thank you,
think
Kenneth,
in
for
that
the
case
K in
with
the chat.
Alonso, you know, you can do it from time to time. You see another breaking ball finish perfectly, starts in the zone, finishes out. But I think where guys get in trouble on stuff like that is they say, okay, well, this guy's a good slider hitter, and I throw a really good slider. I better not throw my slider. Well, why? You know,
Yeah.
see if he can hit your slider.
Well, and what I like about Bryce is his slider is different than a lot of other people's in that you just saw. Most of them go away from righties. His tend to go almost down like a curveball sometimes. So it's guys don't see that too often.
Batty with a .227 average, 4 home runs, 15 RBIs, and an OPS of a .668. 1-1 the count.
This is
The
one of
last
the young
pitch, he
Mets.
swung
He,
big and a
Francisco
miss.
Alvarez and Mark Vientos. They
2
call those
outs,
3
top of the
baby
second.
Mets.
Swing and a
1-2.
miss. Strike 2.
Crowd is sensing a possible striking out of the side.
Come on, Elder.
One-two pitch.
Here comes the pitch.
Foul
Foul ball.
Stay 1-2. Couple of young guys battling. And Beatty
2-2 the
watches that
count.
one go in the dirt, count even. Escobar would be next if we get there. We're not going to
Got him.
Called strike.
That's 3 strikeouts for the
To
side.
the top of the second.
That's 4 Ks on the day so far. Beautiful start. Heading to the bottom of the second already. Certainly would have been nice if we could have got a couple of them runs in last inning. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. If you're just joining us, we're in the bottom of the second. Tie score 0-0. The Braves will be up to bat. Alright, let me go here and grab something. All right, let me explain a little something here tonight, everybody. So, just because you're in the chat tonight and here watching with me, I do some random gift giveaways.
Helped win the series, that grand slam.
And with that, tonight I'll be handing out some Steam game keys. So if you are a video game player,
first pitch,
any money pops up, infield, third baseman has it, out number one.
So
if you have the Steam game client, which Steam is free to play, you can buy games, you can trade games, there's all kinds of stuff. There's free to play games, and it's free to download. If you have your Steam game client, when I post up a random game key, be the first one in the chat to copy that. Head on over to your Steam game client, go to the redeem section, paste it in there and redeem it. And the game is yours to keep for life for free. Now, there's one redeem per key, so you have to be quick. You have to be the first one to be able to redeem it. So, with that said, in the next break or two, we'll get something like that and get it going.
Based on that, I'm thinking maybe he didn't call time, but
they just charged the catcher with
I don't know.
A clock violation, so it's now 2-0 the count to Ozzy Albies.
So they did get
ball
the
three.
So he didn't call time in time. And now it's 3-0.
Thank you, Kenneth.
3-1.
3-1 the count. I think the ump was a little generous with that one on him, though. That should have been ball 4, in my opinion.
Game of the season. He also did it May 3rd in Miami. Center field.
Ozzy up center field. It's going back to the wall. It's gone! Ozzy Albies with a solo home run to put the Braves ahead 1-0. That's funny, it just said it was his first homer of the season. I think they got that wrong, unless I'm watching the wrong game.
3-0, solid, right on the outside.
There you go, baby!
Get ready for that fastball. And boy, he gets it.
I think that's his 11th on the season.
We always talk about a power
14.
Maybe the most power in the game, and goes dead center.
Yeah, he's strong, some kind of strong.
13 homers now.
Okay, 13 homers.
Back-to-back games. And just like that,
I'll get it right.
Has the lead.
Can't help it if their stat trackers are wrong. All right, so we got the bum, Marcell Ozuna.
If you didn't see the game on Sunday, he
That's
had a deep fly ball to center,
2-0 the count.
feet off the wall. He stood and stared at it for a bit, and ultimately Brian Snitker pulled him from the game because he did not get more than a single on that ball to the wall in center field. But he said after he knew it was a mistake, he felt bad about it. Basically told Brian Snitker, I won't let that happen again.
You know, he learned from Bobby. Bobby would do it same thing, and we saw him do it with Ronald a few years ago. And you know, talking to Snit, it's never easy to do. You don't want to do it to a guy, but at the same time, You know, that locker room, those guys in the dugout are watching that right there, and I guarantee.
Okay, that's why Ozzy. That's why he disappeared from the game the other day. He actually got sat down because he sat there watching, thinking it was going to be a homer, and he only got a single.
And on a couple of bounces, it goes to Escobar, and there are 2 away.
All right, that's out number 2. Orlando Arcia heading to the batter's box. We'll have Michael Harris in the hole, and we'll have Ronald Acuña Jr. Harris will be on deck, and we'll have Acuña in the hole. Swing and a miss. Arcia with a 303 average, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs, and a .808 OPS on the season.
With an elbow injury, and then as Tom mentioned, since coming back from that elbow injury, he's been really good. His last 2 starts, the best of the season.
0-2 the count, 2 outs. Bottom of the first, or bottom of the second. Currently a 1-0 lead, Atlanta over New York. Welcome back in there, Mav.
Downstairs.
You know, you got so much star power on this Braves team, especially top of the lineup. But I tell you, Orlando has not, to me, got enough credit on the job he's done this year. Consistent. His consistency has been outstanding, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, still hitting over 300. Sharp grounder.
That's up to second baseman, over to first. That's going to retire the side, but the damage has been done. Braves take the lead, 1-0.
His 13th of the season, and the Braves grab a 1-0 lead.
All right, so before I throw any music up, everybody, let's go see. It'll probably take them a little bit before they get the home run up. Yep, just like I said, not currently up, but we got it working there, so. I'll keep track momentarily. We'll head back in. We'll throw some music up while we wait for the game to resume. I was wondering why Albies disappeared from that game. Commentator said Snick set him. Hey, Daniel, how you doing, buddy? Said Snick set him because he knocked that ball out to the wall, and he stood there kind of looking at it, not running the bases, and he only got a single out of it when he could have got a double or more.
Hilliard's mom's hammer.
Yeah, thanks a lot, BG. I hope you guys had the chance in our pregame show to hear the interview with Sam. I've had a chance to get to talk to his mom now, and you mentioned just how proud you are of your son. You guys directly impacted with your husband, Jim, who was diagnosed with ALS in 2018. Tell me what you would like people at home to know about Jim and the memory and legacy that you're trying to carry on with your foundation.
Oh, wow. That's a big question. You know, you never think you're going to be in the spot or the position to talk about your spouse.
Here comes first pitch. Strike
ALS
one.
Is a devastating disease, but I will tell you, Jim Hilliard faced it with grace and dignity, humor, faith, levity. I mean, he made
comes the second pitch.
And the ravages
that's going to be a ball. Ball one.
For us,
1-1 the count.
easier because of the way he dealt with it. He was brilliant. He was a smart man. He was a funny man. He was an athlete.
Escobar with a 234 average, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, and a 692 OPS. He just had a big swing and a miss for strike 2.
Yeah, but he took care of himself his whole life. It wasn't just a football one and done. He took care. He worked out every day. He was a great golfer. He was just a great guy. Everyone loved him, and you know, he's had a passion. He had a passion for life. He had a passion for his faith.
2-2 the count. That should have been another strike. Man, this ump is making some bad calls already.
ALS is awful. We need to find a cure. We need to help families face this in the best way that they can, and that's what we're trying to do. It's
3-2 the count. We got a full boat.
You guys have gone through the unthinkable together, the strength, the faith that has brought you guys even closer as a family, as Sam puts it. But the Team Hilliard Foundation.
Foul ball.
Explain how you guys started that, how it's grown, and still the goals that lie ahead.
That's out to Ronald Acuña. That's caught. Out number 1. All right, here comes first pitch. That's going to be a base hit out to Acuña. That's going to be strike 1. Sorry, guys. They're continuing this interview with somebody's wife. Somebody just get thrown out? Somebody just got thrown out. Here comes the Mets manager. The umpire has thrown somebody out.
All right, thank you guys. Yeah, and obviously right now there's a situation going on where someone from the Mets dugout, I believe Buck Showalter, was just ejected, but not 100% certain. You don't think it was Buck?
I don't think it was Buck. I think it was either the
top of the third. Somebody got ejected already.
Because he pointed at Buck. I don't think it was Buck. Thought it was it Eric Chavez, the bench coach?
Might have been.
Somebody's had to have been saying something, because that was a quick toss there.
Yep.
Eric Chavez, bench coach.
And there he goes.
Bench coach Eric Chavez has been ejected from the game.
Probably would have been a little bit more demonstrative.
Yeah, no, he's the bench coach.
Yeah, he's a bench coach.
Yeah, great thing about the interview that they were doing, but it made us miss that.
You got one
unfortunately.
On and one out here, and back to the top of the order, Brandon Nimmo. But just to put a cap on that, because it all ended so
ALS is a very serious thing, guys.
Tamra and Sam Hilliard and all the attention that they brought. They really are two of the main reasons.
1-1 the count. 1 out. Runners on first. Top of the third.
June 2nd every year. It started back in 2021, and
he went 1-2 the count.
Wonderful work that they are doing to fight to find a cure.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your story. Like you said, that was.
Awesome. Nimmo with a 291 average, 4 home runs, 21 RBIs, and a 797 OPS on the season.
That is fouled off.
Foul ball, 1-2. We'll do it again.
It's one of the stranger ejections. It was kind of a benign thing going in the third inning here of a 1-0 game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There must have been something going on that we obviously weren't privy to, because that seemed like a pretty quick hook.
And DJ Rayburn, the home plate umpire, acted quickly.
My guess is he'd been chirping maybe for a little bit, and he had just finally had enough.
Well, when Beatty struck out to end the second looking, and the Mets dugout was pretty vocal because they thought that pitch was a little inside, and it may have started there. High in the air.
It's going to be a high fly ball out to Eddie Rosario.
Eddie will
He's under it for the catch. That's out number 2. Ladies and gentlemen,
you know, you're
coming back with a big win. I see that
the pitching power.
the Athletics have now.
It's just that much.
Find that score here.
When you look at it on paper, I was doing it. Braves have 2 guys with over 900 OPS, 2 with over an 800 OPS, and 4 with over.
Top of the 9th, the Athletics are now leading 9-2 over Pittsburgh. Wow.
Between 600 and 700. They have 2 guys over 700. And Pete Alonso's the only guy in the lineup over 800 OPS.
Wow.
So, yeah, from night to night, they might win some ball games, but over a long period of stretch, that offense.
Isn't that funny?
For the Braves has been dominant.
Here's Lindor.
Foul ball.
If you look at the 2 lineups, certainly on paper, but then, you know, factor in real life experience, so to speak. Yeah, I think over the long haul, the Braves offense is deeper, it's more balanced, and I think it's a lineup that's going to be more productive day in and day out, whereas the Mets are going to have their days.
Well, and one guy that the Mets just feel like they have to get more out of is this guy at the plate right here.
1-2 the count.
He has struggled. He's having the worst year of his
career.
Linder
is at bat. A 213 average, a 690 OPS, 10 home runs.
Big contract he signed
on the season.
Elder's got him 1-2.
Here comes the pitch. Foul ball. We'll do it again.
Yeah, but Jeff, when we were in New York, the Mets pitching was a mess. Their hitting was okay, and now their hitting has really struggled, and their pitching is starting to come into form a little bit more.
But you just really put a lot of pressure on some of those guys on the rotation to be perfect.
Right field and deep.
That's deep. It's going to be gone.
Is gone.
He put that one to the chop house.
Lindor, and the Mets grab the lead here in the top of the 3rd.
Mets take the lead 2-1. Damn.
Well, Bryce Elder does not give up many homers. That's just the 5th he's surrendered all season, and the 1st with a runner on base.
Yeah, look like something else. Breaking ball, that slider that just didn't quite have the finish.
All the ones he's thrown at have been down in the zone. He's got either swing and miss or foul balls. That one kind of just spun on Bryce.
That's only the 2nd multi-run inning against Bryce this year. The other one was against Seattle on May the 19th, where he gave up 2 runs.
Now that's how good he's been. But
foul
just
ball.
Like that, the Mets out in front, and Jeff McNeil the batter.
Here comes the pitch. Down in the dirt, 1-1.
Elder trying to settle back in, misses low, 2-1.
2-1 the count. Come on, Elder. Elder pitching his 56th pitch of the night.
First time up, McNeil flew to the warning track in center field.
3-1 the count. Come on, Elder.
Yeah, the count full.
Foul ball. Full boat. You know what that means.
Bryce Elder into the wide. And he walked him.
Walked him.
Fastball high. So he'll have to deal with Pete Alonso, who he got to fly out to left on a fastball back in the 1st inning.
So it is 2 outs, runner on first, top of the third. The Mets now lead 2-1 over the Atlanta Braves. Here comes the first pitch. Strike.
Strike right down Broadway.
Pete Alonso 0 for 1 on the night. He pop flied out in the first. Excuse me, a fly out in the first. Yeah, he went. Oh, he did too, go. Hell with you, you're blind.
Honestly. He went further around than I thought he did.
That's right, he did. He went a lot further than. That's crap. Garbage jumps.
Talked about Pete's OPS, bottom right of your screen, 858. Those 21.
We'll just call them garbage jumps, man.
Both lead the National League. The homers leads all of baseball. Hard hit, but foul.
Foul ball down the third baseline.
And see, that to me is a great pitch right there because you went a little bit in. There's no way to keep that ball fair. Yes, he smoked it off the bat, but it's so far in that now it's just a loud.
Well, yeah,
ball.
it's a strike, right?
Yep.
And now he got him out in there with 2 strikes last time. Now you threw that pitch in there. Now you got to wonder, is he going to double up or is he going to go back to the slider?
That one's going to be out. That's gone too.
It is another 2-run homer.
The Mets now lead 4-1.
And all of a sudden, the Mets have a 4-1 lead.
We are digging a hole, digging a hole.
Yeah, I think for me, Alonso got that fastball in there and sold out for slider.
Well, and if it's a good slider, he might have got him, but I think this one, again, when we look here,
ouch, not a good way to start.
Right in your happy place.
Yeah. Alonso not going to miss too many of those. Good slider hitter out over the plate.
Oh, man.
His 22nd of the season, and Rick Kranitz is out to talk to Bryce Elder. Well, what a turn. Just have not seen this from Bryce all year. Had given up just 4 solo homers all season long, and now a pair of 2-run homers given up here in the 3rd inning.
And both with 2 strikes, just misplaced sliders that have found too much of the plate.
Oh,
Alonso yelling at Elder, telling him to throw it again. Please throw it again. Oh, and 1 the count.
I'm going to throw it again.
Not sure that was necessary. Here's Vogelbach. 0-2.
Mets are on edge tonight.
It's too warm for the polar bear. I guess he's angry. That one bounced in 1-2.
Oh, you know, a lot of hour-and-a-half rain delay make a lot of people cranky.
Yeah, we were scheduled for a 7:20 start, but didn't get first pitch off until 9:01 here local. Swing and a miss. Elder bounces back to strike out Daniel Vogelbach. But it's
that's going to be strike 3. So we have 5 Ks on the night for Elder.
The City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to earn you.
All right, so let's get this. Like I told you. We're going to watch that Eddie Ozzie Albies home run here. All right, for your viewing pleasure, here we go.
Center field, Nimmo drifting. Nimmo at the wall. Goodbye! Odorizzi gives the Braves the lead in the second.
Well, what a great job. 3-0, solid, right on the outside corner. New 3-1 here. Get ready for that fastball. And boy, he gets it center cut, and Ozzie gets extension. We always talk about a pound for pound, maybe the most power in the game.
13 homers now, and he's done it in back-to-back games.
All right. There we have it. Remember, guys, we have a 20 like goal. We have a 20 like goal tonight. If you haven't done so already, please hit that thumbs up.
G Network, the future starts now. By Georgia Natural Gas, live the greener life.
All right, so here we go. We are back to Truist Park.
Carlos
Bottom of the third. Here we go. Ball one.
Well, Harris has continued to try to work his way out of this slump since coming back from injury. There have been signs. He's had some good hits to the opposite field, but all in all, the numbers down for Michael. That's sharply hit, but foul.
Foul ball down the first base line.
I was talking to Sned a little bit about Michael, and he said, look, he's going to have to work his way out of this, man. I mean, he's our center fielder. Got to have him, obviously, for defense, and we need his offense. So, going to continue to work through this.
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
So much success last year as the rookie of the year, just 21 years of age. And now just going through a little soft.
Braves have acquired right-handed pitcher Ben Heller from the Rays in exchange for international bonus pool money and optioned him to AAA Gwinnett. Nick Solak was designated for assignment.
And it's Ronald Acuña and his
that was strike 3 for Harris, who is on such a slump right now.
Bottom there, 17 games over 500.
We have the top of the batting order for the Braves heading up to the plate.
Games played versus the Metropolitans.
He struck out back in the first.
Swing and a miss for Ronald. Ball 2, 2-1 the count.
About Carlos Carrasco and how his fastball has been hit a lot this year. Of course, Ronald has had great success.
Ronnie strong arm with a .329 average, 12 home runs, 32 RBIs, and a .966 OPS. 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout.
3 balls and a strike
in the first.
Good job making the adjustment there. He got him on
3-1 the count.
Pitch the first time up 3-2. Now he's gotten a hitter's count.
Ronald
swing and a miss. 3-2 the count. We got full boat. Come on, youngster. You can do it. Come on, Acuña. That's going to be a base hit.
So 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the third.
You know, Tom, this is a perfect example when a pitcher makes a perfect pitch through a fastball. Look at this. Bearing in on Ronald's hands on the white line.
Yeah, you can't throw it in there much better than that.
We'll have Matt Olson heading the bat.
Pulled his hands in and strong enough to get it out there for a base hit. That's where you just got to tip your hat.
And of course, Ronald, a big threat on the base paths with those 26 swipes on the season. Everybody else on the Braves combined has 15 stolen bases.
Here comes the pitch. 1-1 the count.
One to Olson,
Olsen, foul ball.
And the Mets have struggled limiting base runners this year, but a lot of that is because of their young catcher Francisco Alvarez, who's not in the lineup tonight. Narvaez just got back off the IL, and he's done a better job when in there. Grounded to second, bobbled though by Escobar, so he'll only be able to get the out at first. There are 2 away.
Bobbled by Escobar, so he wasn't able to throw it to second, so Acuña did advance, but Matt Olson was tagged out at first.
Double play ball.
On back-to-back series, the Braves have played statistically the 2 best defenses in the league. Arizona and the Mets, 1 and 2 in fielding percentage and fewest errors across Major League Baseball. And Austin Riley's got an opportunity because Escobar couldn't field it cleanly. On the day off yesterday,
Riley 1 for 1 on the day. He singled in the first.
A lot of Braves current and former were there in attendance for a good cause. And that was after the Braves didn't get back until after midnight Sunday night, early Monday morning.
Ooh. Oh, and he's been hit with a ball.
Plunked him in the back, and Riley will trot down to first.
Runners on first and second.
Changeup just got away from him.
Yeah, at least it was a changeup, right? Yeah. Oh, I got him on the pad.
Thankfully, yeah. Yeah, Austin's got. If he's got to keep doing that golf tournament thing, he's going to have to do a little bit better job with scheduling.
Yeah, why don't
find
you
a
play,
Sunday
Tom?
day game at home. Do it on a day after that.
Not when you get back at 2 in the morning.
Exactly. Because for a lot of guys, yeah, Austin, I'll be there. And then when the plane rolls in at 1 in the morning, yeah, I'm not so sure.
So good.
Sean Murphy now with 2 on. Little flare out to right center. And it's going to hang up long enough for Marte to come in and grab
that retires it.
And the Braves strand a pair onto the 4th. Baseball on Valley Sports is presented by Truist. Well, even after the long delay, the crowd has stuck around. Mets up 4-1 as we go to the 4th, and Bryce Elder, who gave up the 2 homers in the 3rd, will now face Marte, Beatty, and Escobar. Marte struck out swinging in the second. That's when Elder struck out the side.
I would think if Elder gives away another home run, Snick will pull him out.
When you would have a bad inning like that, like Elder had last inning, was there anything you did before you came back out for the next, or no?
No, I mean, I think obviously mentally you try to assess what went wrong and where you can fix it. You know, but I think then from there it's just, you know, you gotta play a little bit of mind games now. It's all right. I gave up 4. Don't give up 5. You know, give my team a chance to win this thing.
Which is what Bryce has done so good.
There's a strike, 2-2 the count.
You know, and I think with this offense, it's a little bit easier to think that way because, you know, these guys are more than capable of
coming
back in this game.
Good pitch there. Striking out Marte. Well, he
swing
does
and a
have
miss.
Strikeouts now, does Bryce Elder.
Well, that's the good slider that he's wanted. And I look back, really what Bryce done, if he makes that pitch to Alonso right there, possible swing and miss right there. So it's really
that's 6 Ks of the night for
they just have not
Bryce Elder. Comes first
and now
pitch.
the youngster Beatty.
Foul ball.
And hit him in the box before going out toward the first base line.
Two and 1 the count.
Braves took 2 of 3 up in New York. That series was at the end of April, beginning of May. It was supposed to be a 4-game series, but was impacted by rain.
That's going to be a base hit.
Out in front here in game 1 of this series, and Beatty with a solid single to right center.
Yeah, actually, I didn't hear what the announcer said, so if he said something different than what I say now, I do apologize, but I think the makeup game for that one that they're talking when we're up in New York,
Major League veteran
I think we make that up in September. We did one makeup game already, I do believe.
Fastball just a touch high now, 2-0.
Yeah, I think more so tonight than most nights. He's had trouble locating that pitch. Put a lot of pressure on his slider.
Strike 1.
I know both pitchers had to go through it, but Tom, with an hour and 40-minute delay, what would that have been like as a starter?
You know, I think more than anything else, it's just the uncertainty of when you're going to start. You know, I mean, it's
Chopper. Olsen's got him at second. Back to first. They got it. They turned the double play, baby. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th.
On we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still a 4-1 ball game.
We got a hole to dig out of, but we're heading to the bottom of the 4th to start. Remember, everybody, don't be shy. Love to hear from you in the chat. you got any opinions about what's going on, you'd like to talk about sports or whatever, feel free to start hitting up that chat. We got some of the best moderators in the business here helping with the channel. August 12th. Okay, August 12th. All right. I was thinking September. I don't know why I was thinking September. Thank you, Kenneth. Alright, so when we come back, we're going to have the money man, Eddie Rosario, heading to the batter's box. We'll have Ozzie Albies on deck, and Marcelo Zuna will be batting third in the hole.
Road trip. That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Best OPS in the National League since May the 28th, and 10 hits in his last 6 games. He had 10 hits in his previous 15.
Turning things
Strike
around.
one.
Grand slam to win it on Sunday in the 9th.
Man, and what a big one that was. I mean, you talk about a tough West Coast road trip, and all of a sudden you go 3-3 instead of 2-4.
Yeah, much different feeling on the flight home.
Yes, I would think so. And look, Arizona, we said it a little bit ago before the game, they're a good baseball team.
Yeah, very good team. That was a good series win, especially after, as you're alluding to, the disappointment in Oakland of losing 2 of 3 there.
Man, I still want to talk to whoever made that schedule.
No kidding.
I mean, I honestly thought that was supposed to be illegal to play Sunday night baseball and be able to do that.
Yeah, Braves didn't land out there until 6 Eastern and then turned around and played a late afternoon game.
Well, and think about this. You play 10 straight days here in front of 40,000 people. And Brandon, you can tell us. You were out there.
Yeah.
Guessing the Coliseum wasn't full.
It's different. It is a different atmosphere. It's eerily quiet. And Eddie foul tips
Swing and a miss.
into the bit of Narvaez, and there's one away.
You're going to call that a strikeout. 1 out.
So now Ozzie Albies, who had the homer in the 2nd, that's our Zaxby's indescribably good play.
Well, 3-1 fastball. Just on the outer part of the plate.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. If you're just joining us, we are in the bottom of the 5th, or bottom of the 4th. Score is 4-1. New York over Atlanta. Ozzie Albies up to bat.
17.
There's a little bit of issue with the internet tonight, guys and gals. We have some hellacious storms rolling in, so there might be some fluctuations up and down. If you have any problems, just be sure to refresh your browsers. That should correct the issue.
Time for the Braves.
I do apologize, but not much I can do about Mother Nature.
Coming home and playing the Mets is easy, but if you look over the next month through the rest of June, it is a somewhat easier schedule than they've gone through the last 4 weeks.
And when you look at 162 and you start doing into sections, that was by far the toughest stretch of the whole year. That little 25, 26 games.
Ozzie Albies 1-2-1 the count. Albies is 1 for 1 on the day. He had a solo home run in the 2nd to give the Braves their only home run, or their only run, I should say.
Ozzie on one bounce to Lindor and across for the 2nd out.
Out number 2. Ozzie short hopped it up to second baseman, or excuse me, shortstop, who then threw it over to first baseman for an easy out.
Nice.
Oh, you caddied for him.
I did, yeah. Shot a little 87. Guy that won it, Graham Lyle, shot 77. I said he could probably beat us, Tom.
Yeah, no kidding.
I wanted his driver.
Well, maybe his caddy was better.
Well, there's no question. Ozuna fouls it away, because how old is Brady?
He's 7. We did have one disagreement on a chip today, a 9-iron to a wedge, but it worked out all right in the end.
Did it get heated?
No. It's good. It was hot caddying, I'll tell you.
And then you guys had a couple of juice boxes and a Twinkie, and all was good. 0-2.
Foul ball, 0-2. Ozuna 0 for 1 tonight. He grounded out in the second.
You did get the nice off day in Arizona, though, didn't you?
Oh, it was fantastic. And a lot of the guys went and played at Silverleaf.
Yeah.
Really nice golf course. Didn't get that invite. They know my game doesn't deserve to be out there.
Keep working, man.
Yeah,
that
keep
invite's
working.
coming.
I didn't know it was your game that didn't get you.
Well, that's true, too, Tom. That's a great point.
It's always good to have Tom back, isn't it?
It's a double threat. I think, though, the guys were just saying they felt rejuvenated after that off day. Especially after the strange travel out to Oakland and that series not going well. I think the start to that 4 days in Arizona was good for a lot of those guys. Therapeutic.
I always say it every year, no matter how many games you win, you're going to look at one series and be like, we lost 2 out of 3 to them. That's just baseball.
Here comes the pitch.
That
Foul
one
ball.
finds Marcel's bat. Stays 1-2. Marcel sitting on 699 career homers. Or RBIs, excuse me, 699 homers. That'd be really something to talk about. Ground ball here.
Ground ball to second baseman over to first. That's out number 3.
700th RBI here.
We are heading to the top of the 5th.
Play So Rare MLB, a free rev.
Yeah, I'd like to bring that to your attention, like Kenneth had said in the chat there, everybody. That'll be Thursday night's game. We'll have Chipper Jones calling the game in the booth. And there's somebody else too there, Kenneth. One of the ex Atlanta players as well. There's going to be 2 players and then 2 of the announcers. I'm just having a brain fart of who it is. Again, guys, I realize that the internet's going through some fluctuations right now. Refresh your browser is the best I can say. Unfortunately, if it will not clear up, generally what I do is I end the stream a little bit early. I'm hoping that we don't have to do that tonight, but it may happen because I do see that the bandwidth is getting real low. And it's not wanting to come out of it, but we'll see how it goes. We'll give it another 5 to 10 minutes to clear up. If it's not cleared up, guys, by then I'm going to go ahead and call an early night of the stream. I mean, it's really coming down right now for me. And we have a bunch of lightning outside, so a little worried about being struck by lightning.
Henry Lewis Aaron Fund, a minimum commitment of $1 million as of this morning, with 1 more added by Ozzie. Now it's 98 and $755 more added to the pot.
All right, guys, the internet is really
behind
terrible.
The Dodgers and the Tampa Bay Rays.
I'm going to try to get us through the 5th inning, guys, and after the 5th inning, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it a call unless it comes out of it and I'm in the green for a while. I'm going to call it after the end of the 5th.
Sends this out to
center field. Harris is under it. That's out number 1.
And here's a quick message from Truist.
We were my mother and father's baby.
Back to the top of the order. Well, In the fourth,
yeah, I'd say
that
that.
Tom, we were talking about maybe
now,
how a rain delay.
I apologize about it, but there's nothing I can do about Mother Nature. I have an internet connection where I have a small satellite dish, and I pick up over-the-air Wi-Fi off the cell phone tower.
I know every guy
so
tries to do
I'm kind of at the mercy of all that.
And
oh, and to the count, two strikes for Bryce Elder.
It makes it hard to kind of start that routine because, you know, look, you don't want to.
Nemo is 0 for 2 tonight, a strikeout and a flyout.
You know, some kind of warm-up routine, and then you're done, and it's like, okay, well, we still don't know. It could be another hour. Okay, now you got to do it all again in an hour, right? So that's the hard part, you know. And I think
ball 2, 2 and 2 the count.
Those things, I'd try to go through my normal routine and then just kind of know that on a whim they're going to come in at one point and say, hey, we got 30 minutes.
Smoltz, Frenchie, and Gallup. Okay, thank you, Kenneth.
Stuff done, and I could just kind of take care of my arm stuff and go.
You probably also think about it for Bryce being so
young. So it'd be Smoltz. Smoltz is the other player that is going to come commentate with Chipper Jones.
With thunderstorms all around the area.
3 and 2 to count.
Yeah,
full boat.
Just 24 years
foul ball
age,
down the right baseline. We'll do it again.
One more time at the major league level. It was strange. There was a really heavy storm and shower around 5:15, and then it stopped, and there was some rain in the area, but it never actually rained. So they were having the tarp somewhat on the field, out in the outfield, waiting, but it never happened. As there's a called
strike 3.
And all of a sudden, Elder
out
has
number
7
2
Ks tonight.
Again, I agree with Clive. I think two things. His fastball hasn't been as sharp as we.
7 Ks on the night for Bryce Elder.
2 mistakes, and they both just got hit by 2.
Final score, hitters. Guys: Oakland 11, Pittsburgh Pirates 2.
Yeah, it was Alonzo Lindor, the other homer.
Final score: Chicago White Sox have beat the New York Yankees 3-2. Oh, and 1 the count.
7 strikeouts for Bryce. That matches a season high from back on April 10th. No strikeout here, but it will be a 1-2-3 inning.
1-2-3 inning.
We are halfway home.
Hey, it's the coach with the.
All right, so we got the bottom of the 5th to finish up, guys, and then I do apologize, but the internet is really bottomed out, and it's not showing any signs of bouncing back. I want to say sorry. That's things that I've talked about the whole season since the beginning of the season that are unfortunate things that can happen for me is in midstream, the internet bottoming out so bad that I can't even stream. I can't control the Mother Nature. And I have no access to any other internet company that could even provide anything close to what I need to be able to stream. So again, I apologize. We're gonna try making it through the bottom of the 5th, but I don't know if it'd even do that. It's getting worse and worse and worse. I seen it just bottom out to about 90 kilobits. 90 kilobits. Yeah. I'm sure you guys are experiencing it. You're having to reload your page and whatnot. I could already tell. Again, I apologize, everybody. I can't say I'm sorry enough. Rest assured, I'll be paying close attention to the rest of the game as it goes on.
3rd for Orlando in front of former friend of the program, Dansby Swanson.
About the last time we had this issue about 10 games ago, I cut the stream early, and within about 15 minutes, 20 minutes of cutting the stream, I actually lost internet for 2 hours. A little over 2 hours at parts that night.
His last 40 games against NL East teams, so he's feasted on the division.
All right, so we'll have Orlando Arcia up to bat, Michael Harris on deck, and Ronald Acuña Jr. in the hole. Here we go, bottom of the 5th, 4-1 lead for the Mets.
Carrasco throws.
Oh. It just kicked me off a live view, guys. I do apologize.
3-year deal, remember, on opening day.
That's what I'm talking about. It's really starting to act up. So, yeah, this will definitely be the last inning.
And what did Orlando do? Knocked in the first run.
That's going to be 0-2 the count.
Right, and we said, great sign.
Well, and then the home opener here at Truist Park, he delivered the walk-off hit. And as you said, he's just been consistent all season. And that deal was 3 years, just over $7 million. I mean, that looks like a steal right now.
Yeah.
Arcia is 0 for 1 on the night. He grounded out in the second.
It's about what Tom makes up here.
Huh. A little light.
A little light. Carrasco with a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch here. Or 2-2
yeah,
rather.
see you tomorrow night, Kenneth. Sorry about
And
it.
he misses low and away, so the count runs full.
Hey, guys, just real quick. I'm sure if On the Go with CeeLo is streaming, he won't be having any issues. So if you want to head on over there to check out the remainder of the game, by far, feel free, guys. I don't want you to miss anything.
Check down, he didn't go. Good eye. And the leadoff man aboard.
That's going to be a leadoff man on first. But as I said, I will continue and finish out the 5th inning. And then we're going to go ahead and get it out of here.
Well, you get the feeling this is your chance.
But like
here.
I said, all you got to do is head to your YouTube search and look for On the Go with CeeLo. I'm sure he's streaming the Braves game as we speak. So
Harris struck out his only at bat so far tonight. That was the first batter that Carrasco has walked. He did hit Riley back in the 3rd inning as well.
And see, this is
swing and a miss.
See the adjustments made for Michael that we saw last year. That changeup you just saw got him 2 times in a row on the strikeout, and then just got him again right there.
Foul ball, 1-2.
But to me, that's where you got to just change your sights and say, I'm going to try to shoot.
All right, so let me run through the scores here real quick as well. Bottom of the 8th, we have Baltimore currently leading Milwaukee 3-2. Bottom of the 7th, Texas is leading St. Louis 6-4. Ball 2-2 the count. Then we have in the bottom of the 4th, we have Colorado losing 3-1 to San Francisco. The Chicago Cubs are currently leading the Los Angeles Angels 4-0 in the top of the 3rd. Top of the 3rd, Seattle over San Diego 1-0.
Same result as the last.
Michael Harris with a strikeout. That kid is suffering right now with his. He's got it. He's got to get out of this slump he has.
Well, now it is the 3rd time through the order as Ronald Acuña Jr. steps in.
Top of the batting order for the Atlanta Braves. Ronald Acuña Jr. 1 for 2 on the day.
Ooh, up and in, 1-0. Well, the only blemish against Carrasco, that Albies homer in the 2nd. At the time, the Braves led 1-0, but then a pair of 2-run homers for the Mets in the top of the 3rd, and that's where we've been since. Ronald fouls it down the right.
Foul ball. 1-1 the count.
But after the injury, Carrasco has turned his season around here in the last couple of starts. Giving up just 1 run against the Cubs, 1 against the Phillies, and just 1 so far here.
That's going to be double play. That's it. 6-4-3 double play.
Of Ronald Acuña.
The official MLB ballpark app.
All right, everybody. I certainly appreciate everybody that stopped by and supported me. I am very sorry, but the stream has just bottomed out. Having such issue, we have storms over top of us right now, just pounding us outside. Lots of lightning. So with that said, guys, I will be calling it a stop at the top of the 6th. Thank you, everybody that stopped by. Remember, tomorrow's game, 7:20 p.m. Eastern, 6:20 p.m. Central, first pitch time. I'll see everybody then. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by.